Hello, my name's Mark, and these are my Dice Tales. Thank you for joining me today. So today is a recap of a game that I had last Tuesday at Element Games. At Element Games, they had basically their first Warcry night, so everyone was trying it out. Some of them had played it, in the weekend, and most people, I think it was their first time out with it. Some people were using their Age of Sigmar armies, which they could break down into the Warcry factions. So there was an Internet Deepkin, the Sea Elves, the Gloomspike Gitz. I think there were Orcs there. There were Cypher Lords, my Untamed Beasts, and I think someone was using Iron Golems as well. So I played the Deepkin and the Goblins this night, and we screwed up the Deepkin one. So I've got a Hyperlapse game of the Goblins, Gloomspike Gitz, the Squig Hoppers. It's a very quick game, it's literally a minute long in a Hyperlapse format with some pop-up text. Let's go straight to it, 1 minute. See you on the other side. Okay, so if you've watched that, there were three main points I want to sort of get into from that game. So it was a narrative game, it was just flipping over the cards as they came out. The mission was the Hunted, so it meant that at the end of round 1 or at the start of round 2, my opponent needs to pick a unit who was the Hunted, and basically my mission of the Untamed Beast was to kill that unit before round 4. If it survived round 4, then the defender wins. Simple as that. There was a twist, and the twist was Dead of Night, and Dead of Night means that all ranged abilities can only be used if they're within 3 inches range. So I don't think it really affected anyone. I have a Harpoonist with a range of 8, so that was down to 3. I think that comes up very close to the end, but it isn't really much of a bother. And then that's it. So he came on in the middle, he did a devastating attack on the first turn and killed 2 of my main guys, a Prey Taker and one of my Harpoonists. But then it was a very quick game. I think when we joined and everyone came onto the board on round 2, there was a little scuffle with Squigs, and round 3 I won the initiative and killed the Hunted one and won the game. So, I mean, what I want to talk about is the differences in people's quads. There just seems to have wide variation on some people's powers, and powers that give extra bonus moves or bonus attacks, I think they're the ones to look out for. And if you want to sort of choose a faction, that's pretty much how I might choose a faction right now, if I wasn't just going for aesthetics and boy that looks cool. If you want to sort of win a few games, you'd think, ooh, bonus moves there, bonus attacks there. That's really where the to me the gravy is. I don't know what I'm saying by the gravy. I don't know what theme term I'm after there. But that's and abilities which add the value of the dice to your attacks, because that can turn a very mediocre attack and a mediocre unit into something devastating. If you roll 6 and that's 6 over all your attacks, even a grunt hitting with that can be nasty. So yeah, I want to draw attention to that. The other one was the Goblin Netter. Now he's 45 points and my lowest grunt is 55 points. And that Goblin Netter basically isolated my Prey Taker, because my Prey Taker, Heart Eater, sorry, doesn't have any ranged attacks. If I can't move, can't do anything. 45 points, and it's 50-50 chance, it's spending a double, and it's a 50-50 chance, getting 3+. Can isolate a bigger unit and just stop it moving, so if it didn't get to an objective, well, you're not even going to get there. If it was going to attack, oh no, it can attack if it was in range, but you can disengage, and if you've got longer weapons and things like that. That's nasty, nasty, nasty. There seems to be a bit of power creep on the Age of Sigmar factions. Maybe some of them, don't know, too early to say, don't want to go into it. Yeah, just put it out there, keeping it a short video. And what's the third thing? Third thing was how Squidcopper, so he needed to defend his Squidcopper. He was pretty much cornered, so I don't think whichever direction he went, he would be doing much surviving. But he went straight for me. This is probably a bit like me in my last Untamed video when my leader engaged two of his larger flesh eater cohorts. And he's like, you know, fingers crossed, can I tank this? Can I survive around? And then I've got home free, I'm going over that fence, I'm going through those two guys, and over there, and then he can't touch me. Especially if that netter keeps my that leader busy. So yeah, unfortunately, what he wasn't. I think the Squigs only had something like 16 hit points, so it's not too much to get through. Yeah, and that's about it really. So it was an enjoyable game, it was a quick game, and that's the best thing about the game, is that no matter what sort of deployment or twist throws at you, the game might not. It's going to be a quick game, and you know, 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and you're on to the other side. So yeah, I'll call it quits there. I was going to add on a bit about the Storm Vault. I built it up, not played in it yet, but just looking at the cards. But I think I'm going to make another video about the cards, and I really want people not to worry about the terrain layout on the cards. To me, they're going to seem a bit gimmicky, but I'm going to get more into it on another video. Maybe see that this week. I'm going to go again to Elements this week, so it's hopefully going to give me more games of Warcry and give me more of an overview of how I think the balancing is, and the balancing of the quads and the balancing of the factions. And at the moment in my head, I want the Chaos factions to fight the Chaos factions, as the box set was, the 6 in the box set. And I probably want the Age of Sigmar factions to fight the Age of Sigmar factions. I don't know if they were built that way. Maybe it was built with, here are the Age of Sigmar factions, make a game. Oh, that's a cool game. How can we sell it? Oh, let's make some Chaos factions. Maybe that was it. I do not know. But I'm wondering about power creep and things like that, and balancing. But I'm too early into the game. I'm 6 games in, so I'm not. It's not enough to comment. It's not a pool of knowledge or data by any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Hopefully the next few games are going to be a bit more match play. I think it might be match play from the books, and the only random thing will be the twists, and maybe the terrain layout. And the twists and terrain layout, so as I say, don't worry about terrain layout, make it how you want it. And twists seems to be hit and miss. I mean, there's the one that we had, all abilities are range 3, quite dramatic, not even on turn 1, literally throughout the game. Some of them where you've got reduced range at the start of the game, like maybe turn 1, and it increases turn 2, it's normal by turn 3. And some of them just give you extra attacks in turn 1, so if you're not in this game, we did have an attack in round 1, but some games you're just manoeuvring. I know it's still quite a tight board, but some games I've seen where you don't fight on the first turn. And they're less dramatic, and if it didn't happen in turn 1, that's it. There's no effect from the twist. I've not even built my monsters yet, the Fury and that chicken dragon thing. But yeah, I'm enjoying Warcry. I want to get more in. I am looking about building a Tyrannus team for my kill teamers, and I do want to be playing more Vanguard. There might be a Vanguard tournament coming up soon, so I need to get my practice in. It's getting late here. I've done a number of takes on this, and I'm just going to wrap it up here and take this one. So thank you for watching my Dice Tales. See you again on the other side. Thank you for watching very much. Thank you. Bye.